Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, we continue with our surah ghashiyah. Alhamdulillah, blessed with good health. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Let's start off with our intentions for seeking knowledge and teaching. I intend to seek knowledge and to teach to benefit myself and to benefit others, to remind myself and to remind others, to profit myself and to profit others, to urge adherence to the book of Allah and the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to invite to guidance and to guide to that which is good, seeking the face of Allah, His pleasure, His closeness, and His reward, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let's continue on with our Fatiha. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم نور بالقرآن بصري واشرح به صدري وأطلق به لساني واستعمل به بدني وقوي به جناني وأسرع به فهمي بحولك وقوتك فإنه لا حول ولا قوة إلا بك يا أرحم الراحمين والصلاة على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين بفضل سبحانك ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Alhamdulillah, we continue with Surah ghashiyah. Inshallah, after this we'll continue with Kahfi. Inshallah, we'll start off with Kahfi. All right, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We did verses 4 to 23 in our last lesson. We are talking about those people who are going to hell. Right? They will burn in the fire and drink from boiling springs. These are the faces. We talk about the faces that are humbled because for years they have been very arrogant against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not wanting to sujud to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to honor him as their God and to declare him as the only God. So they will burn in the fire and drink from boiling water. This day was referring to their faces. Their faces will burn in fire and they will drink from boiling spring and they enter into burning fire. They will eat thorns which neither fatten nor satisfy their hunger. And then the other group of people, the faces on that day that will be happy, right? They are well pleased because of their striving. So they work hard in this world and they are pleased with their working hard. In this world, they are pleased also because they are blessed with doing good deeds that inshallah Allah will bless them with his reward, with his pleasure also. He approves of them. And they are in lofty garden wherein they shall never hear they will not hear any vain talk. And people of Allah, they are very upset when people just waste their time talking nonsense. Therein is a fountain flowing. Therein are thrones raised high. So they will have fountains flowing. They have thrones raised high. They will have cups ready for them, right? Special cups with special drinks and cushions set in a row. So this is luxury in the next world, beautiful settings in the next world. They have denied themselves much in this world and carpet spread out. Then after talking about this, Allah then suddenly changed the topic to the world. That was the next word, right? The rewards of people who have done good, who have worked hard for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah asked people to consider the camels, how they are created, and we have gone through the various characteristics of the camels, and that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created it for its various jobs, and also for its life in the desert. And the heaven, how it is raised. Now again, so from the camels, something which they are familiar with, we look into the heavens, the sky. It is actually the sky, how it is raised, and the sky of the world. And then the mountains, how they are fixed, firmly fixed. All these are great creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When we look at the sky, we look at the great wonders in the sky, and then we move our eyes down and we see the mountains first, and finally we see the earth and how it is made a vast expanse. All these are the creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for us to ponder over. Therefore, do remind. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is only a reminder. So that is what it is. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is asked to remind, and we are all are to know that Rasulullah's job is only a reminder. He is not a watcher over them. But whoever turns back and disbelieves, so now moves on to those people who does not bother about the reminder, who turn back and disbelieves. We go on to the next verse. فَيُعَذِّبُهُ اللَّهُ الْعَذَابَ الْأَكْبَرِ. Fa is then. يُعَذِّبُ. We know this is fi'il mudari, present, future tense, and it's referring to Allah here because Allah is in its Allah is Dhamma here. Dhamma rafa' state. So Allah will punish him. Right? Who? Sorry. Then he punished him. Sorry, him. It's a him. Who? وَيُعَذِّبُهُمْ عَذَابَ. Him here. Not. It's not a whom, but a who. فَيُعَذِّبُهُمْ. Then he punishes him. Allah punishes him. Sorry. And I put a he there. Then punishes him Allah. So Allah is the one who punishes him. A bit strange to put it there. Adhab al-akbar, the greatest punishment, great punishment, right? The greatest punishment, they will be punished. Why? Because they do not bother with the reminder of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The reminder from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they turned away from the reminder of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So فَيُعَذِّبُهُ اللَّهُ الْعَذَابَ الْأَكْبَرِ. So you don't need to remind him anymore. The duty of conveying the message is completed. He has turned away and disbelieved. So Allah will punish him for his ungratefulness. The punishment is definitely great. Adhab al-akbar refers to the torment of hell, which will be the greatest among the torments of this world. The punishment in hell cannot be compared for any difficulty that we experience in this world. People can be torturing others, then they will be tortured worse than ever in the next world. And that's going to be forever. No torment of this world can rival it, neither in extent nor in perpetuation. It's going to be forever. Next verse, we're going to finish in the 2 verses more. Inna ilayna iyabahum. Inna, surely, ilayna, to us. Ila is to, na is us. Iyabahum, that is written. They are written. Iyaba is written. Home is their return. We are reminded again and again and again. We will all return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They will also return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Those people who does not want to listen to the reminders, they will also return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah didn't say you will return. Allah said they will return because they have been so rude and so arrogant. Right? The first part of the surah talks about their faces being humbled. Right? This is what it is. The reminder here is that they will return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Iyab, the final return. Thus, no one should make the mistake of thinking that what has been said above is merely a threat. No, it is a warning. On the contrary, it is an indisputable reality. What is the difference between a threat and a warning? A threat is normally not you don't. I mean, a threat is not. Sometimes we don't, you just threaten, basically we don't do it. But a warning is that there's something there that is dangerous for you. You better be careful. Like, for example, a boy is cycling along a road, right? And there are signs, beware, slow down, deep drop, steep cliff and things ahead. He just can't be bothered. He went through straight after he's being warned. He doesn't care about the warning, and he fell down into the deep ravine because he didn't heed the warning. So this is a warning of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for surely the final return is to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is to Allah that everyone will return, and to no one else. This reminds people of the day they will meet Allah and will be questioned on their actions. Inna ilayna iyabahum, thumma inna alayna hisabahum. Thumma, then is after some time. Then is, if it's far, is an immediate then. But thumma is after some lapse of time. Because if you return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on your death, you will go to the grave first. After some period of time, then you will be accounted for your actions. Inna, surely, an emphasis here, alayna, on us, that is, it is our responsibility. Hisab is account, hum, their account. It's not your responsibility, it is our responsibility. They will be accounted for whatever they do on earth. Then surely upon us is the taking of their account. So hisaba, hum, their account. Finally, Allah reminds everyone, Summa, there is accounting, not only meeting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not only returning to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but also hisabahum, their accounting. They will be accounted for whatever actions they do. It is incumbent upon Allah to take account and reward or punish people accordingly. If the Almighty does not do so, then this will mean that this world is merely a playground of children, a place of fun and frolic, and no responsibility, no consequences of action that would not be true for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and a meaningless and purposeless creation, whereas the fact of the matter is that its creator does nothing which is bereft of wisdom. Whatever Allah do has his wisdom. We must believe that Allah is all-knowing and all-wise. Thus, Surah Ghashiyah, which began by speaking about the hereafter, ends by speaking about the hereafter also. But in between, monotheism and prophecy are discussed, which is the basis of resurrection. Looking at, right, we saw first, we have the people, the faces were humble, then the faces were happy. Then Allah asks us to ponder over the creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That brings us to the conclusion that there is a God that created all of this, and he does not create this in fun. If there is this world, then there will be another world, the next world. So there is resurrection. And of course, talking about Rasulullah, a mention of his job to remind. And then, of course, resurrection. Meanwhile, in the beginning verses, a portion of the severe punishments for the evildoers, and then a great part of the rewards of the good doers are mentioned. By the way, people are free either to believe and follow the way or not, but they are warned that their return will certainly be to Allah, and it is He who will take care of their account. All right, let's recite the verses that we did. فَذَكِّرْ إِنَّمَا أَنْتَ مُذَكِّرْ لست عليهم بمسيطر إلا من تولى وكفر فيعذبه الله العذاب الأكبر إنا إلينا إيابهم ثم إنا علينا حسابهم. All right, let's summarize the verse of Surah, the verses that we have gone through. Surah Ghashiyah, first 1 to 6 verses, a mention of the fate to be encountered of people who live in this world and in complete disregard to the next world. Right, so that is of the fate. So it's not, it didn't elaborate that people work hard for this world, only for this world. In the next world, they will be humiliated, they will be burnt, they will be given all boiling water to drink, they will be given thorns to eat, right? And next set is a portrayal of the success and triumph of people who live in this world while fearing the next world. That means they work hard for this world, for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they're blessed with all kinds of joys in the next world. In this world also, they're happy with their striving because they know they are doing it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And comes a reference to certain prominent signs of the world which show that the creator of this universe has great power and wisdom. He is very compassionate and is very gracious and affable to his creatures. It is obvious outcome of his attribute of power, mercy, wisdom, and providence that he one day bring about a day of justice in which he rewards the pious and punishes the wicked. So that was a reflection. And this world continues without the advent of such a day, then this will negate all these attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In fact, if it will, Allah forbid, prove that he has made this world to be a place which is not governed by moral laws, and that good and evil are equal in his eyes. And finally, the next said, Rasulullah ﷺ is assured that what he is warning people is an obvious reality. Signs which point to it are very manifest. He should not despair and lose hope because of the attitude of the stubborn. His responsibility is to only communicate the truth. The Almighty will not hold him accountable if people accept or reject it. He should submit the matter of those who are not willing to listen to him to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They will one day have to return to Allah, and he will definitely call them to account. Allah will be the one who will take to account whatever they have done on earth. All right, so that's our Surah Ghashiyah, and up there